Hey guys, and it's so welcome back to Let's Play Terraria. I've kind of like done a little bit of building up here. I've got two little thrones, or I don't know, throne seats, whatever you call them, up here now. They are gold and silk, I think 30 gold and 20 silk or something like that, or the other way around. I've got a new set of adamantite armor here, and also I've got some other sets elsewhere. But I've built those just so I can have them on display. It's coming up to, I don't know, 7 o'clock. At half 7 I'm going to buff up and summon the twins. Hopefully I'll be able to fight them. I've reforged all these items and I think they're all pretty good now. I have 3,000 cursed bullets on my person right now. Hopefully that's going to be enough. I'm only planning on hopefully using about half of that, but I've got the extra just in case I need them. I've got all my potions ready. I think that's about it for now. So come night time, when the music changes, stand up on this platform, summon the twins, buff up, summon the twins, and hopefully defeat them. We'll see how it goes, and I'll see you in a bit. I'll see you on the other side, as it were. So if I don't talk a lot, it's because I'm concentrating ridiculously hard. So here we go. First stage, you want to take out Spasmatism first, ideally. And the best way to do that is just to kind of like run along some sort of platform that you might have. Use gravity potions. You can actually move faster whilst falling and like falling up or falling down. Try and dodge his green spit or whatever it is. When this guy stops shooting, you want to kind of like move around and dodge his attacks again. So just make sure you're keeping up the attacks on Spasmatism. You want to take him out first, ideally. Completely didn't manage to dodge his shot there. Try and get between them there somehow. So I've actually got another one of those corruption enemies following me around at the moment. Can't actually see Spasmatism, he's just off the screen. Spasmatism's the blue one, Retinizer is the red one. So you want to kill the one with the green crap flying out of him, and I'm totally on the wrong side of him right now. So he has now transformed into a second form. You're going to get the metallic sound every time we hit him. What you want to do is you want to avoid the hell out of him whilst he's doing this, whilst he's dancing around everywhere. And eventually he'll stop and start shooting some green stuff out. And ideally you want to get up to him and start taking that moment. Oh god, getting way too close there. Take that moment to start doing some damage to him. So whilst he's doing this, kind of, if you fall up and down, you fall faster. Use the gravity potion to fall up and down. You'll actually fall faster than, or be able to move faster. Whoa! Okay, he's getting a bit close now. And I'm not concentrating an awful lot because I'm trying to talk as well, so if I muck this up, then I'm going to blame you guys. Not really. But it is getting rather tricky. It's easier in practice runs. I have had practice runs at this, so I am fairly confident that I can do it. And like I've been building up my tactics and stuff. So basically, whilst he's doing that, he can't get too close. And as long as this guy, Retinizer, isn't too close, he can't really hit you or do too much damage with his laser attacks. And I think I've just left Spasmatism all the way up there, so let's deal some damage to Retinizer whilst he's down here. Although he's kind of nearly down to half health, I think. So, whoa, you're getting a bit close there, buddy. So, when you think he's about to stop charging and he's about to start doing this green flame attack, then that's a good time to kind of land on your platform to get him quite low, so you don't have to float about in the air whilst he's doing that flame attack. So, that wasn't too bad timing right there. Although I am getting fried by everything. Just keep plowing into him. How much health is he? He's nearly down. So Spasmatism is nearly down. So let's not even try and bother running from him. So now we're just left with Retinizer. He should be transforming soon, I do believe. I've got an Ocelot or whatever they're called attacking me down there. Just rebuff myself. So I'm not halfway through the night yet, and one of them is down. So I'm doing well on time. So with this guy, I think the best advice I can give you is basically just run along, shooting at him. His lasers, I don't think, they'll rarely hit you. But as soon as he starts shooting really fast, that's when you want to either jump up using your demon wings or use the gravity potion. I'm using the gravity potion just so I can get like a bit more speed out of my character. But jumping up with the demon wings, or even with the rocket boots, I guess, if you timed it right, is actually more than okay. So basically just keep your distance from him, and he'll do the slow attacks. The more damage he takes, the faster his attacks get. But basically, I think the closer he gets to that, he starts doing these boosting super fast laser things, and those are the ones you want to dodge, because those are the ones that are going to do high damage per time. The rest of the time, just run along. He's rarely going to hit you. This guy has got terrible aim. He doesn't lead his targets or anything. So just stay calm. Don't do what I did just there and fall off your specially built platform. That won't help you at all. And there we go. The twins have been defeated. So, whew, things have returned to normal. I did use just over. Do you mind, Meanie? Give me a moment. So, I did use just over 2,000 bullets there, I think, or just over 1,000. So I used this, which is a set of 1,000, and then I used just about like what's that, 50, 59 out of my other stacks. So now let's go claim our rewards, which is that Soul of Sight. Quite a nice stack of them. The rest of it's all down here. And now I'll quickly teleport home and see what we can do with it. So, before I show you what I've got in one of my chests, I just will point out I didn't cheat. These Soul of Sights right here, I did actually summon. I got a whole bunch of Soul of Sights, and I've summoned the Destroyer a couple of times again to kill him repeatedly. So before you moan or ask questions, I didn't cheat to get these. I have summoned the monsters and defeated them to get them. I just did it all off screen. I'm sorry if that hurts, but I had to make sure I could do it before I started recording. Didn't want things going too badly. Anyway, we head over this chest. Here I've got a collection of swords, my Cobalt sword, a godly mithril sword, and a godly adamantite sword. I've got a Cobalt helmet and a mithril helmet. I'm not sure if I can do anything else. I think Cobalt breastplate and Cobalt or mithril chainmail can do stuff with these. So let's take these over to my little crafting area. Hello, Herald. What are you doing down here? You should be up here, buddy. Let me just place Herald up here. So he'll be wandering around trying to figure out a way up. I don't know if you can build stairs that NPCs will actually follow. I have no idea. So here we have Excalibur. Using the Cobalt sword, the mithril sword, the adamantite sword, and 20 Soul of Might, which is actually from the Destroyer, so I could have made this earlier. You can actually make Excalibur, which has 58 melee damage on the ordinary one. So I'll be using this. So 19% critical strike, so got 21% critical strike. Fast speed, average knockback. Again, Excalibur I think is another sword you can hold down the button and just repeatedly attack with. So this thing is quite fast. The only problem with this one is you can't turn around whilst you're using it. If I switch out to my Phase Saber, you see this, I can actually turn around whilst I'm using it. But I suppose if you're just attacking in one direction, this is pretty good. I mean, it would be pretty good for the Destroyer actually. You could kind of walk back as he's coming at you. Either way, that's a pretty good weapon. I'm going to leave that in there till I've buffed it up. I'm pretty sure there should be some other things I can make right now. So let's grab my adamantite helmet from my gear slot up here. And here we have the Hallowed Mask. 24 defense compared to the 22 defense on my adamantite helmet. So let's go ahead and craft one of those. Well, hey, that was with some Soul of Sight there. I didn't see how many it was. And then we can make the breastplate as well. Let's go ahead and do this. The Cobalt, the Mithril, the adamantite breastplate, 20 Soul of Might. There we go, the Hallowed Plate Mail. So there we go, started creating my awesome Hallowed set, which I think is the best gear you can get in the game as far as defense goes. So this is what I look like with those on. I will point out that I have killed the Slime King again and managed to get a ninja shirt, which is why I'm kind of wearing this. I really like the look of it, so I think I'm going to stick with it. This cool armor I've got on right now. I'll just throw these back in here. Don't really have enough space for them, so I'm just carrying around those fallen stars at the moment. I could, I suppose, if I really wanted to, I could just stick them in this next chest. Don't know why I'm not doing that. Throw my coins away. So as far as end game gear goes, I think I'm just going to go full melee. Someone asked me if I'm going to go for a flamethrower. Actually, a couple of people have asked me that, on and offline. But I'm not too keen on the flamethrower, to be honest. I like getting in there and just getting stuck in and using my phase saber and probably the Dao Pow to do lots of damage and stuff. So I really like these weapons. One thing I did on a server is I summoned 200 Eye of Cthulhu's, and I stood here, and I was just jumping up and down, and they didn't stand a chance. I could kill 200 Eye of Cthulhu's with the Dao Pow in about 3 minutes, if that. Maybe like 2 minutes and 45, maybe less than that. So I think end game, I'm just going to go full melee. I've got my things along here. Each of them are warding, which means they've got a +4 defense. I've reforged all of these. I've got my demon wings. I've got my Spectre boots. I'll eventually switch these out, I think, for Hermes boots, just because having the rocket boot part of it is pointless, and I'll knock out if I know that I've got demon wings and rocket boots equipped. I've got my obsidian horseshoe, which grants me immunity to fall damage and also to fire blocks. My warding cobalt shield, which gives me immunity to knockback so I don't bump around when people hit me. And I've got feral claws, which gives me 12% increased melee speed. I might switch this one out for something else at some point, but for the moment I haven't found anything better, so I'm going to stick with that. One thing I could switch it out for is one of these two items here. I've got a brisk cross necklace, which actually increases the length of invincibility after taking damage, and the Philosopher's Stone, which reduces the cooldown of healing potions. Might be two others that I'll consider. In the next video, I suppose we should go ahead and try and take out Skeletron Prime, which I'm not looking forward to in the slightest, to be perfectly honest. It's probably going to be the toughest fight of the three, but I'll do my best. I'll do a couple of practice runs, so if after the boss I've already got some souls and frights which drop from Skeletron Prime, then don't worry, it's only because I've done a couple of boss fights off screen and perfected the technique. So until then, actually I'll probably be using this platform again to fight Skeletron Prime, so I might extend it with these platforms I've got over here. This is a very long platform, but as you saw as I was fighting the twins, I did manage to fall off the end, so maybe making it just a little bit longer will help. We'll use the last of these platforms. So until next time, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Goodbye, guys.